All right, what's good? What's good, man? RJ back with another video, and we're here to talk about Jimmy Butler, aka Jimmy Buckets. And NBA fans, Heat fans, stop giving him a pass. He's not elite. He's not elite. And listen, look, before I say this, I do like Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler's one of my favorite players. He's been one of my favorite players, but at the end of the day, listen, whether you like it or not, Jimmy Butler is not, he's at best, he's a number two on a championship level team. Jimmy Butler can win. He can win a finals. We can agree on that, yes. But at the same time, if you have Jimmy Butler as your number one, you're not winning the championship. You're not winning the championship. I don't care if Victor Oladipo or Tyler Hero was there. They're not winning. This is the same guy who was up 3-0 against the Boston Celtics and went 7 games and almost choked that game too. Jimmy Butler was literally one play-in tournament away from not even being in the playoffs. They had to beat the Chicago Bulls to get into the playoffs. Was it I think it was the Chicago Bulls. Yeah, they almost lost to the Chicago Bulls. The Chicago Bulls would have been in the playoffs before them. Listen, Heat fans, and listen, Jimmy Butler fans, and listen, NBA fans. What Jimmy did this year is great. He overachieved, all that good stuff. But at the end of the day, he choked. He choked. You know why he choked? Because when I woke up from my nap after this boring finals was going on, because once again, I'd rather take a nap than watch these boring finals. He passed this dude literally went to the cup, and instead of taking the M1 or trying to make the layup and trying to go to the free throw line, he passes out and gets the ball turned over by KCP, I think. Then he shoots the worst three I ever seen. He shot a Jason Tatum three that was so contested and so off it wasn't even funny. When are we gonna hold Jimmy accountable? When are we gonna hold Jimmy accountable? I think the reason why Jimmy don't get held accountable is because I'll give Jimmy Butler this credit. He's not really known for loan managing. He's not really known for loan managing. He plays every game with his heart out. He tries. I give him that. But at the same time, you can try and still suck. You can still try and not be elite. Jimmy Butler is a great number two. He cannot lead you to the promised land. You know what Jimmy Butler is? He's this modern version of Reggie Miller. That's all he is. He's Reggie Miller. He is Reggie Miller with the Heat. He was Reggie Miller with the Timberwolves. He was Reggie Miller with the what's his name? He was Reggie Miller with the Chicago Bulls. Reggie Miller was one of the best shooting guards in the league, yes, but he can't win you a title. No matter what role players or what complementary players that you put around him, he can't win you a title. Reggie Miller's been to multiple Eastern Conference finals. He's went to a finals and he's lost. Same thing with Jimmy. He's had deep playoff runs. He's been to 2 finals and lost them both. But his stupid self lost them because he's an idiot and turned the ball over and shot the worst three I've ever seen in my whole life. Listen, I get it. You guys like Jimmy because he's not soft, and with a league that's full of soft idiots, you know, he's actually good to look. He's actually good to be like, oh wow, there's actually a guy who is real. But also, by the way, can we also talk about the fact this dude is a glorified great role player? How many times? Listen, when it comes to the superstars, the Giannis's, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, the KDs, the Currys, the Nikola Jokic, these guys average at least 28 points a game. This dude, Jimmy Butler, will have 35 points and then have 5 points the next game. That's not elite. We take a massive dump over Anthony Davis for doing this stuff every single game. If Anthony Davis shows up, if AD this, AD that, when we gotta have that same small for Jimmy Butler? Jimmy, I want to get stupid dreads before the season and take a picture of it so I can troll the NBA Butler. I mean, come on, bro. Jimmy, I lied about dribbling a basketball in my room because I was banging Rachel Nichols. Butler. That's all he is. He's a glorified role player. You ain't winning nothing with him, Miami. Number one, because he's like 33. He's about to turn 33 years old. He's getting older. And can you, like, he's still explosive, but can you imagine 33, 34 where explosiveness is going to be? And Jimmy Butler just don't got that motor to go out there and drop 28 every single game, every single playoff series. And I'm going to just keep it real with you. People take a massive dump all over Michael Jordan for being this, like, crazy dude who punches teammates and does all this other stuff. But at least what I can say about Michael Jordan, I know he's gonna show up. I know he's gonna show up. Jimmy Butler can Jimmy Butler, you're not your father, bro. You're not Jordan. You're really not Jordan. That's number 22 you wearing. You're not wearing number 23. You're not Jordan, bro. You can't go around punching people and acting like you tough when you gonna have 2 points. You gonna have 32 points one game and then have 5 points the next game. You can't be doing that. Like, for real, you can't be doing that. Like, Michael Jordan somewhere saying, "I'm glad I don't know this dude's my. I'm so happy I don't know he's my son." For real, because once again, like, Jimmy's just not consistent. He's a great role player. You give him to Curry. Give him to I don't know. Give him to Giannis. Give him the I don't know. Nikola Jokic has Jamal Murray. Give him to Kawhi Leonard, especially now that PG's he's bleeding out his vagina now. Give him to one of those guys, he would be great. But I'm sorry, give him to LeBron right now. He would be great. But he's just not that guy. He's Reggie Miller 2.0. He can get you to the Eastern Conference Finals. He can be tough. He can talk his smack, but he's not going to win you a championship. That is a fact. People need to hold him accountable. He's been in the league for how many? He's been in the league for at least like 10, 11 years. It's done nothing. Some of the most talented rosters ever. Dude had Karl-Anthony Towns, Zach LaVine, and Andrew Wiggins. Dude was on the Chicago Bulls with Dwayne Wade and Rajon Rondo and Joakim Noah. And who else did they have on that team? I don't remember who else they had on that team. They were still talented. And now he's on the Heat culture. He had he had Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons. Could not win. I'm not saying he's the main reason why they couldn't win. My whole point is this. If he's that guy with all that talent that you have, I mean, he would have won something. You gave him a prime Ben Simmons and a prime Joel Embiid, done nothing. Gave him a cat. Gave him a Zach LaVine and a Andrew Wiggins. Couldn't win. Gave him Dwayne Wade with still a little left in his game. Rajon Rondo. Was he there when Derrick Rose was there? Someone in the comment section, tell me. I don't think he was there when D Rose was there. I don't think so. But at the same time, he couldn't win. Now you have Heat coach or Eric Spoelstra, who's the best coach in the league. He can't win. He's a glorified number 2. Like, if we're going to keep this same smoke with Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, Donovan Mitchell, who else can I think of? Damian Lillard. Like, and by the way, even if I heard some rumors that Damian Lillard is not going to keep it real, man. Keep it real in Portland and lose every series, man. I heard that there was rumors that Damian Lillard is going to try to go to Miami, even though I think they're fake. I think he's staying in Portland because he doesn't care about basketball. He cares about making horrible mixtapes. But even if he goes to Miami, you guys are not going to win nothing. You guys are really not going to win nothing. You think the Milwaukee Bucks are going to let you guys beat them again? Yeah, you honestly think that? And Dame ain't going to win you nothing. What has Dame done in the playoffs? Dame's just as inconsistent as Jimmy Butler. So look, keep the same smoke. Miami Heat fans and NBA fans. Listen, Heat fans, I get it. You like Jimmy Butler. He's scrappy, just like Dwayne Wade was back in his prime and all those other stuff. But at the end of the day, you guys are not winning nothing with him. You need a superstar. Or maybe you guys need a Joel Embiid or someone along those lines. Put him with another great all-star and maybe do something. But at the end of the day, these bums that you have around them, you guys are just going to be the Pacers back when they had Reggie Miller. Going to Eastern Conference Finals and losing. and going to finals and losing just like you did a couple days ago. But that's my thoughts on Jimmy Butler, man. What are yours? Let me know your thoughts. What are your thoughts on Jimmy Butler? Where do you have him ranked? Do you think he's elite? Do you think he's a superstar? Anybody who knows me knows I don't have him in that rank. I don't care if he's one of my favorite players or not. He's not one of those guys. But yeah, man, that's my thoughts. What are yours? RJ out.